All right, Coach, what's it been like with practice this week with some disruptions, or have you been able to keep on schedule?
Nah, I mean, there's been disruption just with campus closing, so we missed a day in the middle of the week. I think our guys will handle it in a mature way and be ready to go.
In what ways do you try to make up for that day loss?
I mean, you spend a little bit extra time in the meeting room, a little bit more time on today's walkthrough, and try to get your kids in a position where mentally they're ready to go play.
Considering the disruption, how were they today?
They were great today. They're excited about the opportunity to play. You know, this is a football team, the veterans, you know, have been through hurricane-type situations and have missed games, I think, 3 straight years now. You know, early in the week, they maybe didn't know that we actually were going to play the game. It's turned out in a great way. Everyone's excited about going down there and playing football.
Coach, your first road game of the year. What do you tell some of the young guys maybe to get them prepared for being on the road for the first time?
Not a whole lot different than playing at home. Handle the ebbs and flows, the highs and the lows, you know, the same way. Cut it loose and play the next play. You know, offensively, you got to handle the crowd noise a little bit, although I anticipate us having a large contingency down there as well. So at the end of the day, it's 11 on 11. Play the next play, free of what happened the previous one, and play an aggressive way.
What are you looking to see your quarterbacks do better or differently this week?
Continue to grow just in handling what we're doing, handling the tempo, decision making, being accurate with the football, all the things that we want them to do. You know, last week was week 1, step 1 of our journey. We got to take a big jump here.
Brandon will start again this week?
I don't see anything different here at this point.
Is Dylan then going to get a chance maybe in the first half like he did this last time?
Yeah, that'll probably happen this week.
What do you see out of FAU? We talked about them earlier in the week. Obviously, they played Ohio State week 1, but
yeah, they really played in a good way. I mean, you take out the first 14 plays. You know, it's a tie ball game the rest of the stretch. You know, they're fast, they're athletic in all 3 phases of the game. You know, offensively for them, their quarterback's back and is playing really well. I thought second half did a really good job. Decision making, being accurate with football, making plays. Thought they ran the ball efficiently at times as well. Defensively, they're multiple in what they do, create pressures. You know, got to the quarterback, made it tough on him in the second half. So, you know, for us, we got to have balance offensively and be able to run the football and throw the football down the field.
What can you say about their tight end, Harrison Bryant?
He's a special player. They do a good job of finding ways to isolate him in advantageous passing situations. We got to do a good job covering him up.
What do you think about facing a Coach Kiffin type of offense where, you know, he might throw a different wrinkle in, something that you might not see?
I mean, I think throughout this league, you know, a year ago, you're going to find that with the offensive minds that we go against. I think our kids always defensively got to be ready to adjust to unique formations, to what they're seeing. And, you know, that's the key. I said in week 1, it's the key as we go out through the season. Being mature enough to communicate, get everybody on the same page, play gap integrity, and cover up the pass.
Were you happy with communication on both sides of the ball week 1?
You're never happy or satisfied. You know, did we do a lot of really good things week 1? Yes. We're going to need to take a big jump this week, though.
Both Brandon and Dylan played well. Quadri did too. Is there still a quarterback competition going on?
I just feel like the strength of one position can never be one guy. I've said it multiple times. As we went through training camp, I said that, you know, I really believe that all 3 guys played at a championship level. I think some of our fans and media got a chance to see that in week 1.
Do you think, does Dylan have an opportunity to earn himself more time based on his play? Is this sort of just...
Every position you continue to earn time as you go through the season.
Dylan Barnes.
Will you learn about your team this week than you did last week?
It's week 2 of our journey, so you're going to find out a lot of things. You know, personnel, how they handle adversity. I mean, all the things that you need to go have the type of season that you want to.
Dylan Barnes, what's your confidence after?
Did a fantastic job. You know, stepped out there and drained one. You know, a tough field goal right off the bat. He's been consistent through training camp. I'm happy with him, happy with all those guys. You know, this is, again, another week for them to continue to grow.
How do you think last season they had Devin Singletary in the backfield? What do you think poses the biggest challenge from FAU for your defense?
I mean, you got to play assignment sound in the run game, right? That's critical. You got to force them into 3rd and long situations, tilt the scale in your favor on 3rd down. You do that by creating some negative plays. All right, and then in the pass game, we got to play tight coverage.
How do you think the team has handled?
Did you like how your punter and kickoff man
I did like a lot of it. Obviously, the first time they went out there, neither of them had their best, you know, on their first effort, first try. But I thought throughout the game they really played pretty consistent.
But that's nerves, right? Like early on when they kick off out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, a kid trying to overpower the football first time, you know what I mean? Your stride's off a little bit and hips turn and you yank it out of bounds. So But those guys learned from it and came back in a really good way. I think that speaks to their competitive maturity.
How do you think the team has handled the adversity of having Bam out this week?
I think our kids are resilient. They love Banton, miss them, right? But are really confident in the guys that are stepping in too. And at the end of the day, no different than with a young quarterback on the offense side of the ball. When somebody's missing, it just takes everybody else doing their job at a little bit higher level. And I believe that's what we're going to see this week.
What have you seen from the relationship between Brandon and Dylan? I mean, obviously, Brandon said he needs Dylan to be a part to help to have some success. What do you see from those two
All
guys?
those guys have handled the competitive side of it inside the room in a really, really good way. They are the other guy's biggest cheerleader. They high-five them when they come off the field, when they make a play. It's unique. That doesn't happen a lot, but that's true in the running back room. It's true in the linebacker room. We're playing multiple guys, and I think that's the team chemistry, the brotherhood that exists here. It's got to be that way. It can never be about me. It's got to be about we, and I expect all those guys to handle that.
Where do you plan to have KZ this week?
KZ will probably be down on the sideline this week.
As a freshman, with Dylan being a freshman, do you give him any extra advice on being on the road for his first road game in college or anything like that?
You got to go handle crowd noise, right? So communicating really clearly is important. For him, taking care of the football and being really good in his decision making. How you prepare is going to have a big impact on how you play. And so, reading the book on them, seeing what he's seen on tape, and then translating it will be a big part of his success.
It looked like some of the players got some sweet treats on their way out. Is that just something that regularly happens before game days, or?
No, my daughter had a day off from school, so she baked him some goodies today. So she was at practice the last couple of days and heard him asking for him, and so she gave him a little treat.
Do you prefer her Rice Krispie treats to her brownies?
I'm a brownie guy with a nice cold glass of milk myself. We got some guys that don't like chocolate, so she takes care of them too.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Who doesn't like chocolate?